So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Tries one from range! Wonderful from Del Piero!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Namdin leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Messi. Thuram. Thuram carries the ball down the right. Chance! Nedved. In he goes again! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's onside. And it's Nedved. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and... He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Namdin currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Picked out, takes a shot! That's put paid to the danger. And this is Kane. Eto, now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming. Yaya Toure. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Luis Suarez. This is a promising build-up.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ferdinand cuts out the pass. And it's Nedved. That's a shade optimistic. Del Piero. Vieira calmly anticipates. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieira defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nedved, shot could go for a shot! And a neat finish! AC Milan are all square. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero! And again, he is at his elastic best. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Bale. He's having a hit! That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get rid. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Bale. Now it's Messi. Messi stood his ground. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Kane. Chance, surely! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete.
Yeah, a fantastic...
And that is indeed the final act. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Just a quick announcement.
So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Away we go again.
Namdin can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Thuram. Now it's Eto'o.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's managed to get free. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. But he's forced to go back. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved. And here's Eto'o. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vieira. Driving on and making good progress. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Yaya Toure. Vieira. Proves too strong, too smart. He is through here. And here's Suarez. Bellingham spots it and intercepts. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. 60 minutes played. Oh, he's found him in space. Oh, such a clever touch.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Nedved. And he welcomes it in. He's found some space. Bale. Bellingham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Very nicely done. Nedved.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Good running, strong and purposeful. He's got away. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Kane. Del Piero under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Milan do have a chance to counter here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And now they can clear their lines. Vieira.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Desai cuts it out. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Bellingham. Number 23.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative
Number
ease.
15,
Now it's
Del Piero.
closer.
Number 11,
Cruyff. And he shoots!
coming on
It's
the
loose
field.
now and they want to get it
Number
back.
20, Thiago. Number 16, Rodri. Number
Well,
13,
the defence proved infallible then, but that
Number
won't be the last
5,
they'll see of him.
Pepe. Substitution in progress.
And here's Eto'o. Showing good feet. Rodri. Shapes to shoot! So close to drawing level.
Thiago is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
And it's lofted through here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And it's Gullit. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pepe. Gullit. Bellingham. And it's Gullit. Bellingham. Oh, that's neat. Forced to go back. It's Bale! And that is as much as we have time for. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
And now to all members.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well Peter, this guy Manuel Neuer claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Ah, that's a fine interception. Oh, such a clever touch. And Hullet! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's Thuram. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Namdin are looking to go forward now. Nedved, he's found the way through. Messi, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Del Piero. Short changes him with that pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And this is Messi. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Vieira. Oh, good read. Now it's Eto'o. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Bale.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Driving on and making good progress. Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. This looks promising. Vieira. And it's Yaya Toure. Looking for the run. Now it's Hullet. Hullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bellingham. Now it's Yaya Toure. Kane. Kane driving forwards. And this is Nedved.
Nedved really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Picked out brilliantly. Messi! That's a decent clearance. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Yaya Toure. Closing in on goal. Bale did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Kane. And he's forced to go back. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Kane. Nedved. Now it's Eto'o. That is ended up in no man's land. Nedved. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is it! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And
So between them,
today
no
to please
goals
take
at all
all
so
the
far.
dustbins
Yeah,
located
0-0,
by
but
the
definitely
entrance
not
gates.
from the want
Thank
of
you
trying.
very
There's
much
been
for your
plenty of industry
cooperation.
and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Nedved. Bellingham, who is really short on confidence. Here's Nedved. And here's Del Piero. Piero. Now it's Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. It's Eto'o! It's run loose, who's... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, good-looking ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. He was under real pressure there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Yaya Toure. And he welcomes it in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Del Piero. And this is Eto'o. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Del Piero being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Nedved. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Kane. Steaming on. Kane! Harry as smooth as it gets. How they've waited. Now they have it. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
In progress.
Good ball, good take. It's Eto'o! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Eto'o really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Nedved goes short. Real chance! And that's a good finish. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bale. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shot closer! Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, that's been intercepted. Deftly away. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Cruyff might just make this. Now it's Bale. Now it's Nedved. Oh, good read. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely feet.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Bale. We are into stoppage time. And this is Nedved. Oh, lovely. Oh, shooting chance! And that's in. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team.
And that will be the final act. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Things already rolling.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Nedved running with the ball.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently... Yaya Toure! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Nicely aimed pass. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So,
It's Nedved! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Nandin,
So far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Nedved. Now it's Eto'o. This is a promising build-up. Toure does well to get it back. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nedved! Nedved! Pirlo. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. That's a good run down the left. Del Piero. Namdin have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Namdin with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Del Piero. And the finish! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Thuram. And it's Yaya Toure. Vieira. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Luis Suarez! He doesn't look too happy with that. Pirlo. Nedved. To Bale. Almost half an hour in now. And here's Del Piero. Pinches it off him. Pirlo. And it's Nedved. Vieira. Mario Götze. Varane gets over and intercepts. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Yaya Toure. Here's Vieira. And here's Suarez. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And it's Vieira. Vieira. Opts for safety. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has been cut short. Bale. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Del Piero. Nedved. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nedved. Götze. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Bergomi. Backward it goes. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Back on the way then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And this is Luis Suarez. And he's intervened well there. Desai. Now it's Messi. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Now it's Götze. Nedved. Del Piero being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into a
Great chance! Nearly, but not quite.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nedved.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pirlo. And here's Eto'o. And it's Pirlo. And still, we await the first breakthrough.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found space here. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. How they've waited. Now they have it. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Desai spots it and intercepts.
Defending was strong and firm.
That pass isn't the best. And here's Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Namdin can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Bale kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Götze. He's a sharp little ball here. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Well, that's...
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Del Piero really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution on the field. Number 21. Messi.
So we have movement on both
Number
benches.
15,
We're looking at a different game now.
Number 23.
This is exactly the kind of
Nedved.
contest you'd expect when you have so
9.
much class from
Pirlo.
both sides. The next goal is going to be so
17.
significant.
Eto'o.
Desai
Coming
gets
on the
across
field.
and deals with it.
Number 7.
Can he spark a counter here?
Number 13.
Now, can they get him away? And this is
Number
Hazard.
19. Bellingham.
Don't you just
Number
love the level of
20,
intensity here?
Thiago.
Neither is prepared to back
Number
down,
8,
and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substitution.
Hazard. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Desai, a player who needs no introduction. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, sweet feet. Cruyff touches it back.
Not a lot more he could do there. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Closer. And this is closer. Chance for a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Number 15.
And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.